180. 54. Line 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Don't get nervous. 45. Mike 45. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. He finds an opening past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Run. He's tight right here. Tight right. Alert. Hey, dude. Blue. Check.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. Here we go. Checking motion. Check the call. 45, Mike, 45. I got you.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
18. He's mine.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Patchy.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
There's a break. 50. Too little, Deuce. There.
Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Let's go, defense. Let's get. Blue draw, quarter. Check. Crunch.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it on. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Let's get Bears 42-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
61, match box, right.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
General West, smooth. Jump.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 3rd down, Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check, check, check.
They run again with Breida. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the set. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Now it's Mixon running right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
64. He's checking. Crash. Alert 3. Alert 3. 36.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give coming right is Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Locke. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check. Alert, 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 alert. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
Nixon will try the right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st down, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk. 37 yards. The Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They go play action with Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 28 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, they're starting to look more.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And that's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the back, watch the back. Watch the whip.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Check 13. Check.
They run with Breida. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. White now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Been a long day for you. Lock in.
Here's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ready? 30 base. 50, Mike 50, huh? They can't hang with us. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Fresno. Hey. What do you want? Steve Griffin.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Touchdown.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look